Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 12. The name of the chapter is line segments. We will study in this chapter about point, line, ray and line segments. Let's start with point. The first topic I am going to discuss with you is point. What is a point? A point gives a location of anything. And how to draw a point? So, a point is a location of anything which is drawn by a sharp tip of the pencil. Meaning, if I have this dot, I am going to give this one a dot. Might be possible? It is visible to you, this dot. So this dot is considered as a point. Means it gives the location of a thing. It has no dimension. Dimension means length, breadth, height, thickness, etc. Okay. You can say shape and size also. It has no dimension means it has no shapes and size. Now, how to represent a point? We represent a point with the help of capital letters of English alphabet. Means how to name the point. So, at this dot you are seeing, just alongside this dot, either up, down, bottom, left, right, we write a capital letter of English alphabet to represent the point. And we name it point E. Point E. Okay. You have to remember it is the dot, a small dot marked by a sharp pencil. Okay? It has no thickness, no length, no breadth, no height. Or in one line you can say it is dimensionless. It has no dimension, no shapes and size. Then name, we give the name like this. Just alongside the point we write an English alphabet, capital letter to represent a single capital letter. Okay, so that is the point. You have studied about different figures like this one triangle. You have studied this one square. You have studied this one rectangle. Now in these three figures you know vertices. So this is point A, point B, point C. Every corner or every vertex here in this triangle is a point. This is point A, point B, point C. In this P, Q, R, S. Point P, point Q, point R, point S. In this M, O, P. So M is a point, N is a point, O is a point, and P is a point. So any figure given to you and asked name the points in the given figure, you can easily write. As for example, in this figure, points are you will write A, B and C. In this figure points are P, Q, R and S. In this figure points are M, N, O and P. So I hope you understood about point. Now the next topic is line. Our next topic is line. So first of all, we come to know that what is a line. A line is a straight path that extends indefinitely in both directions and it has no end point. For example, this one, if I am going to mark arrowheads on both sides, it represents a line. Okay. Now, as arrowheads here marked on the both ends, it indicates that this can be extended either on this side or this can be extended either on this side. And it is a straight path. It is a straight path. Means this one. A straight path that can be endlessly extend on both the directions. This side also and this side also. So it is called a line. Now more about this line. How to represent it? So we take 2 points on this line, A and B, and then we write line AB. Line AB. Okay. Or we can also write like this AB and we put a small line above both the letters to represent line AB. A line can also be represented by a small letter of English alphabet. For example, if I have drawn this one, then I can write line L. If this is, I can write line M. This is line L, etc. So you remember that a line is a straight path which extends indefinitely in both directions. Both direction means either in this direction or in this direction. Okay. Now, how can line represent? A line can be represented by taking 2 points on it. As I have taken point A and point B on the line, then it is line AB, or we can represent like this AB. Then we can represent a line with the help of small letters also, like L, M and N. Okay. Now, a line does not have fixed length. It has length but does not fixed. So it cannot be drawn on a piece of paper. So actually, we draw the diagram for our understanding, but it is not easy to construct or to draw a line on a piece of paper since its length is not fixed. The second point is, a line does not have any end point. As you are seeing, it can be extended on both directions endlessly, so it does not have any fixed point. It has length only. It has no breadth, no height, no thickness. Okay. Now, properties of lines. A line can be drawn, shown completely on the paper. Only model or portion of a line can be drawn or shown, but cannot be drawn because we know that there is no length, no fixed length. Then how can we draw a line on the piece of paper? The second point is, a second property is, we mark down arrowheads on the 2 ends of a model of a line. These arrowheads indicates that the line extends infinitely in both the directions. The following figure represents the model of line. As you are seeing here, the both arrowhead on both directions indicates that this line extends on both directions endlessly, and if we have to represent it, we can take 2 points on this line to represent, and we write like this line AB or this one. AB and a small line over both the letters. The third one is that a line has no end points. A line can be named in the following two ways as I have given here. Then the fourth one is we can draw an unlimited number of lines passing through a point, and we can mark an unlimited number of points on a given line. So the fourth number is if we have one point and anybody asks how many lines can be drawn from this point, you can see infinite number of lines can be drawn. How? Look at from this point, this line can be drawn, 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 this line can be drawn. This is point O. So you can see that from a single point, infinite number of lines can be drawn. Now another question is that how many points are there on a line? You can see if I am giving one point here, another here, like this. By this way I can show infinite number of lines on infinite number of points on the line. So I hope all 5 properties you understood about the line. The first one is it cannot be drawn on a piece of paper. Second one, it does not have any end point. The third one, we can draw the model of a line. The fourth one, from a point we can draw infinite number of lines. And the fifth one, infinite number of points lie on a line. Now, intersecting lines. The next topic is intersecting lines. Look at here. If two lines we have, suppose this is line L and this is line M. Again I have written L, this is line M. Now these two lines intersect each other at this point. Say point O. So point O is called point of intersection of line L and line M. Point O is called point of intersection of line L and line M. And these two lines are called intersecting lines. Okay. Now the next topic is array. You can see here I am showing array is a part of line that has only one end point. Array is a part of line that has only one end point. Just now I have drawn a line here. So from here to here, if I will draw, it is like this. So this is the diagram of array or model of a array having one point only. Array is a part of line having one fixed point only, and it can be extended in only one direction, in this direction. You can take from here to this direction another array. So in this case it can be extended in left side and it can be extended in right side. So array is a part of line having one fixed point and it can be extended in only one direction. Now more points about it. So you can easily say it has not a fixed length. It has length but not fixed because it can be extended in one direction endlessly. Okay, so we can easily say that it has length but not fixed. How to represent it? So this is the initial point, so I am taking O, and one more point I am taking on it, that is A. So I can write ray OA, or it is similar to write OA and array above it. Remember, we cannot write AO because the initial point we have O, not A. So to represent array keep in mind that we first write the initial point, then we write any point on the ray. As I have taken in the direction of ray, so OA is a ray, not AO is a ray. If AO is it, then it will be wrong. Similarly, if I am taking one point here, B, then OB is a ray. OB is a ray, not BU, because BU is not the initial point or starting point of the array. So you can say that this is the representation of array, that is OB is array. It has one end point and the origin point we write the first to represent the array. Next is parallel lines. When two lines do not intersect each other and they have no end point in common, they are called parallel lines. Now, I am writing here parallel lines. Try to understand. Parallel lines. I am showing you. You see the scale. This one. The two edges. One is here, another is here. If we will extend this one this side and this side, I hope both the edges will not intersect each other. So these two edges of this ruler or scale are parallel lines. First, the two lines having no common point. These are the two lines having no common point. This is line L and this is line M. So we can say line L and M, line L and M are parallel lines. Parallel lines because they have no common point. Another example you can give: the edge of the book, the edge of the table, edge of this blackboard. These are the examples of the parallel lines. You have seen also the railway track. Railway track is one of the example of parallel lines because both the tracks never meet each other. I hope you understood about it. Now the next question is line segment. So what is line segment? Now try to understand. Line segment. Line segment is a part of line having two fixed points. For example, you see, if we have 2 points A and point B, we have 2 points, point A and point B. To reach from point A to B, we can choose several paths. We can go by this way also, 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 this way also, this way also. But the shortest path we have is this one, from A to B. Now these 2 points are fixed points and we have the shortest path from A to B is this one. So it is called a line segment. It is called a line segment. Or another case you see, if we have a line, we can take 2 points on it, A, B, and this part. Suppose here I am taking A to B. Then AB is a line segment. It has 2 end points. AB is a part of line and it has 2 end points. That is the line segment. And how to represent? So we write line segment AB. Line segment AB, or in short we write this one and we draw a line segment above both the letters. So this is the representation of line segment. Now we can say a line segment has fixed length. Why fixed length? Because there are 2 fixed points. Then we can draw a line segment on piece of paper. Because if anybody will ask, draw a 5 cm line segment, you can easily take your ruler and keep it on your notebook and you draw 5 centimeter line segment, 10 centimeter line segment, 20 centimeter line segment, like that you can draw. Since it has fixed length, it has 2 end points. Okay, it can be represented like this. So I hope you understood about point, ray, line and line segments. So you will write differences between line segment and ray. I am giving you homework that you will write difference between line, ray and line segment and line segment. You can write easily the difference between the line segment. Now next topic is comparing line segments. So as you know, if you have 2 line segments given, look at here. If 2 line segments given, one is this one, another is this one. It is AB and this one is CD. You can easily compare these 2 line segments by seeing, or if it is difficult, then you have divider in the instrument box. You open it, you can measure here and you keep here. You will find surely this line will be greater than this line segment will be greater than this line segment. By this way you can easily compare the given line segments. How to take measurement? You must have seen the ruler. On the ruler, one side centimeter scale is given. In that 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter shown. So if a line is given, you can keep 0 mark at one end and the other end where it reaches, you can easily measure the line segment. Suppose I have this line segment, so I can easily measure one end I keep at 0 and other end I am saying. So other end reaching to the 14. So I can say AB is 14 centimeter. Like that you will keep 0 mark of the ruler at one end. As you know it has 2 end points. So at one end you can keep 0 marks and you will look at the other end where it is. That much is the length of the line segment. So I hope you understood how to find the length of a line segment. If it is given to construct the line segment, you can easily construct. Suppose 4 centimeter line segment you want to construct, you will use your ruler from 0 to 4 you reach, it will be 4 centimeter. From 0 to 6 you reach, it will be 6 centimeter and so on. So I hope you understood all the topics of this chapter. Your homework is, you have your homework here. Exercise 12.1 and 12.2. Thank you.